In the gleaming city of Neo-Metropolis, Tom chased Jerry across a solar-paneled sidewalk. Tom fired a laser net from his new tech collar, but Jerry dodged, and the net captured a surprised robot mailman instead. The chase was on, and it was more high-tech than ever. Jerry jumped onto a passing flying skateboard. Tom commandeered a self-driving delivery drone. They weaved through crowded sky lanes, dodging flying cars and holographic advertisements. Tom's drone started beeping, unauthorized user, delivering package to nowhere, and shot straight up into the air. Jerry escaped into a park filled with interactive holograms. He disappeared into a herd of holographic elephants. Tom tiptoed through, but Jerry changed the program to angry holographic bees. Tom ran in a panic, swatting at stinging lights that couldn't hurt him but terrified him anyway. Hungry, they found a fully automated restaurant. Jerry reprogrammed the sushi-making robot to launch rice balls like cannonballs. Tom used a noodle-slicing bot as a whip. Soon, the entire restaurant was a chaotic mess of flying food and confused robots. They stumbled into a public teleportation booth. Jerry hit a random button. In a flash of light, they were zapped across the city. But the machine had a glitch. It only teleported Jerry, leaving a very frustrated and dizzy Tom behind. Jerry landed in the city's central data stream, a river of flowing light and information. He found a small data pod and rode it like a log in a river. Tom, arriving late, jumped onto a larger pod, but it started downloading information directly into his brain, making him dance the tango uncontrollably. The data stream deposited them on the roof of a mile-high apartment building. Tom cornered Jerry near a giant communication dish. Jerry tickled the dish's wiring, sending a signal that made every television in the city show a cartoon of a cat being outsmarted by a mouse. To escape, Jerry jumped into a gravity lane, a tube where people could float gently to the ground. Tom jumped in after him, but Jerry had a magnet, and he kept pulling them toward the sides of the tube, making Tom bounce off the walls like a pinball. They landed in a scrapyard for outdated tech. Jerry built a small rocket from old parts. Tom built a bigger, clumsier one. They launched at the same time, spiraling around each other in the sky, leaving a trail of smoke and spare parts. Their rockets crashed into the city's weather control tower. Buttons were pressed. Suddenly, it started raining chocolate milk and meatballs. The streets were flooded with sweet, sticky liquid, and Tom kept slipping on the meatballs. The chaotic weather attracted the city's robotic police force. Now, both Tom and Jerry were wanted for culinary climatic catastrophe. They hid behind the same trash can, realizing they had a common enemy. They had to work together. Jerry was small enough to crawl into the control panel and rewire it. Tom, using his strength, held off a persistent police drone by batting it with a giant meatball on a string like a yo-yo. With a final, clever chew from Jerry, the weather controls reset. The chocolate rain stopped, and a normal, sunny sky returned. The police drones, their mission parameters fulfilled, powered down. They had saved the city. Exhausted, Tom and Jerry sat on a high ledge, watching the city lights twinkle below. Tom offered Jerry a piece of cheese he'd saved from the restaurant. For the first time, they weren't chasing. They were just sharing a view.